Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Consciousness Motherfucking Empowerment. Here we talk about consciousness, the laws of the universe, okay, the laws of the spirit, spiritual laws, and how to reach your dreams and how to live heaven on earth. So, for those of you who are new, a welcome. I know I've been getting more subscribers. We're getting a little over the 350 mark now. I think so. It's good. More people are getting this information, and that's everything, man. That's fucking everything. Okay. But before we get started and we talk about Florence Scovel Shin's book, chapter 3, The Power of the Word, I want you to ask yourself these questions. Okay. I always ask these questions because you need to be on the right mind to take this in, or else it's not going to benefit you. Number one, ready to learn and apply. Okay, that means having an open mind. If you're not, you're going to be talking shit about, I don't know, my light or my, anything. It's not going to help, okay? It's not going to help you. And today we're going to talk about talking shit. Today we're talking about talking shit, okay? And why not? Why not to do it? And number two, are you ready to be the highest version of yourself? Okay, the best version of yourself. The one that has desires, has dreams, and then goes after them. Despite circumstance, despite what people are telling you, okay? I had to go through that. When I was in prison, I would tell people, hey, yeah, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to be, I'm going to do good. I would tell them, I'm going to do good. To do good, you must be good. So you must be a good person. And they were like, no, you're not. You're going to come back. Some people were like really mentioned like, no, you're not, bro. You're going to come back. So you got to listen to the tonalities of what people say to you, because in the way they say it, it's kind of like where you can understand where they're coming from. And it's actually a depiction of where you are, thinking. So it's important to just be calm and allow circumstance just to be there and just let people do whatever they want. If you want to change a certain circumstance, you do it from within. All right, so let's get started. Oh yeah, I got some tats if you guys want to see. Let's see if I can move this one right here. See, that's my tat. That's a lion. It represents God. Okay, it represents God because God is power. Okay, power, life. God is life, love, and beauty. Okay, life is that power. That mind, that will. That's what causing our heart to beat. It's what's causing the wind to blow, the plants to grow. That's that force, that life force, okay? That vitality. So, because God is universal, is in everything, okay? God is just, the essence of life and intelligence from our understanding. So, a lion is an embodiment of that. It's an embodiment of power, of the life force, That's what that means. That's what that means, okay? The other one I'm going to get is a rose. That's for love, right? Because life force, spirit, the living spirit is expressed through love and beauty. Wherever you see beauty, like the plants that are growing, even a weed looks beautiful. If you look at it, how it's growing, it has little flowers and little things. It's beautiful. Even though it's a weed, we call it a weed because it stops the other plants from growing. It's not a bad thing. So I'm gonna put a rose here for love, because rose typically represents love, right? Love, rose. And then another flower here. I forget the one. I forget the name of it. I just gave my artist the picture of it. I think it's called a peony. Peony, yeah. But I digress. So let's get started. The power of the word. And so the beginning, she says, I love the way she writes because she gets right to it. Like, here I'm going to talk about how your spoken word is you making laws for yourself. She calls them laws, but you can call them beliefs. Everything that you start saying la 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 out of this tongue, you're creating beliefs for yourself. Quote, a person knowing the power of the word becomes very careful of his conversation. He has only to watch the reaction of his words to know that they do not return unvoid. Okay? And when you say something, it's not going to be like, oh, no, there's no consequence. Something's going to happen. That's called the law of cause and effect. Okay? That's the law of cause and effect. So through this law of cause and effect, and using the subconscious mind and your conscious subconscious mind, you produce laws for yourself. Now you can create limiting laws for yourself if you don't understand the laws of spirit. There is abundance. We can incinerate the entire universe. What's left is life. Where life is intelligence. We can't grab intelligence in a mouse and in an elephant. We can't grab intelligence. It's there, but we know it's living. It's life force. Same with the rose bush. It'll bend to the light if it's growing under like a, let's say, just for example, a carport. It's covered and it's growing. It's gonna grow towards the light, towards the sun. It is intelligent. Plants are fucking intelligent too. There's a certain intelligence in everything that's living. And even things that are what we think are not living, there is spirit in there. Therefore, it's living to a certain extent. It's just not as intelligent. Okay? It doesn't have that conscious volition that we do. Oh yeah, there's another one that I got. Here's another tag. I got the money sign, you know. All I see is dollar signs. I got that from Papi Dollar Sign. He's a YouTuber, adult film guy. But it's also, for me, it's being grateful for money, appreciating money. That's why I made it look beautiful. I told the guy, make it look pretty, make it like when people see it or when I see it, it says like, this is a pretty dollar sign. Yeah. Okay. And there's a lot of reasons. There's just a lot of reasons to do it. And there was a reason not to do it. My subconscious mind was telling me, hey, don't do it. Don't do it. And I'm okay. And this is what I've been teaching you guys. When you have a negative thought, a negative emotion, you can find out why you're feeling that. You ask yourself, what do I need to believe in order to have this experience, right? This feeling. When you say this experience is this feeling, I'm experiencing negativity. So you ask yourself, what do I need to believe in order to have this experience? And then I told myself, your parents are not going to love you. I'm like, man, that's bullshit. They're still going to love me. They're going to be angry, but I don't give a fuck. They're still going to love me. And even if, they don't love me, I love myself. I wake up every day, do my gratitude, do my meditation, go out and move, walk. Just walking and doing a little jog puts you in a positive vibration and your perspective changes. That perspective allows you to do more, be optimistic and do, okay? Optimism is all right, it's all right. But then when you're in movement, you're doing already. So now you're optimistic and you're moving, so you get things done. I'm gonna go to the gym right after this. But let's get back to this. So this is what Florence Scovel Shin is telling us, that your words will create and manifest your reality, your beliefs. She gives a story. Actually, this is the first story. I didn't write it down, but there was a man who says he always misses a taxi. His daughter always gets a taxi, never misses it. They both manifest their beliefs, okay? And story of overcoming fear. We have a story of overcoming fear. There's a lady. Here's what we have. Bullshit ass fucking what are they called? Just bullshit ideas, bullshit beliefs, like walking under the ladder is, bad luck. Seeing a black cat is bad luck. Okay, where's the word? The word's not coming to me. If you know the word, comment below the word. Superstitions, some bullshit ass superstitions, man. They'll fucking control your life. But good thing you're here. You're liberating yourself. Okay, you're being free now. Okay, because even me, my presence, my liberation is allowing you to be liberated. Okay, because you're in my presence. And I live heaven on earth, literally. Every day I live heaven on earth. So she shares a story of a woman who goes to the bank, and then there's a ladder. But they were talking about how ladders were getting her scared for some reason. And, she's working with this client or this friend to get rid of fear. So she has a conversation. She says, the next time you see a ladder, just walk under it. It's bullshit. When you face the thing you fear goes away. And so she saw it. She got scared. Like, just a fucking ladder, at least for me, So she leaves the bank because she can't go into the place where she's going because, she has to walk under the ladder. So she's, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to do it. She remembers Florence telling her to do it. If she does it, then the fear goes away. She goes, and the ladder's gone. That's what typically happens, okay? That's what typically happens. When you face your fear, the fear goes away. It's like, oh man, the fear literally goes away, or you face it and then nothing bad happens, positive happens, right? And now I'm gonna share this quote that Florence shares about her. She had to go through this too. She had to go through a liberation period as well. She had to go through the process. Everything's about a process. As long as you're going to the right way and have love in your heart, you're already set. So, but everything we have to go through a process. Everything, or else it wouldn't be life. She says, quote. It talks about like superstitions and putting beliefs in things but we have to understand that God is the main power. We can't hope on the rabbit's foot. No, God is the power, the universal mind, universal intelligence, the living spirit. Okay, these are just synonyms for the same thing. The creator is basically what I'm saying of God. So everything comes from first cause. Okay, first cause from Thomas Schroer's books. First cause, God. Okay, everything comes from God. So let's not put our hopes and faith on things outside. Like a rabbit's foot or a horseshoe. She writes this, quote, I know in my case it took a long while to get out of a belief that a certain thing brought disappointment. If the thing happened, disappointment invariably followed. I found the only way I could make a change in the subconscious was to assert there are not two powers. There's only one power. First cause, like I mentioned, God. Therefore, there are no disappointments, and this thing means a happy surprise. I noticed a change at once, and happy surprises commenced coming my way. That's the same thing as saying life is happening for me. What I'd like to say is, because my life's been going so good because of my just my presence, just my consciousness. It doesn't matter what I have. Fuck what I have. It's just being. Just being. And that comes from meditation and being grounded and just being grateful. And deep breaths. And then I look with wonder at that which is before me. Even myself. And so there's another thing that I say. Life is happening for me. And then I say, because things are going so good, I say, when life is going good, that means more good things are coming. And then I say this for the other one. When circumstances don't look that nice, I say, or beautiful, I say, when things don't look like they're going my way, that means life is gonna get better. Okay? So there's twofold. It's always getting better. When life is going good, that means more good things are coming. When life doesn't look like it's going my way, it means it's going my way. And my life is getting better. These are the rules that I'm creating for myself. Okay? Knowing that whatever we impress in the universal mind, in the creator, in God, it will be reproduced. Just like the girl and the father. I never get taxis. You're never gonna get them. I get taxis all the time. You're gonna get them all the time. And I'm rich. I'm financially free. Have more than enough. You're gonna be rich. You're gonna have more than enough. If you say the contrary, you're not gonna have any. You do this over and over and over again. Okay, over and over and over again. Here's a story of. I want to share this law right here. Quote, thus the invisible forces are ever working for man who is always pulling the strings himself, though he does not know it. Owing to the vibratory power of words, whatever man voices, he begins to attract. People who continually speak of disease invariably attract it. Don't talk about it. Here's another law that I like that she shared in a quotation. She says this: what man says of others will said of him, and what he wishes for another, he is wishing for himself. because it is your mind, all right? Your mind, I'm going like this because, my head is right here. It is your mind, whatever you're saying is impressing it. And your mind is giving it to you, okay? Whatever you want. So if you bless another man, you're asking it for yourself. Okay, so bless other people. This is being non-resistant. This is one of her messages of being in this book is one of her messages being non-resistant. Okay, you understand the law. So this is how you cure your mind and subconscious mind is by, she calls it cures because when you see lack and limitation and you have all these superstitions, and then you're throwing out hate from your mind and your thoughts and your word, you don't understand the spiritual law. So you're creating these negative situations and diseases for yourself without knowing it, unfortunately. But now you are. Now you know, okay? So this is how you restore the subconscious mind to the divine mind, because everything's perfect in divine mind, okay? That's what I like calling it. She calls it both ways, restoring or curing. I call it restoring it because you're going back to the divine and you're living heaven on earth, okay? Living here in on earth is not supposed to be hell, okay? But it can be if you assert it, okay? You can have it here right now. And it's a shift in perspective, a shift in your awareness. Look, I'm alive in this human form. There's blood flowing through my body. I am healthy. I am strong. Oh, wow. That perspective, that gratitude, that is all. And then see that in everybody else, in every single human being. And you'd be like, wow, God is in that. Even things, God is in it. Wow. And appreciate it. So she shares a story of curing health of a woman who, a lot of things were going bad for her. She had a skin condition and she was in acting and in theater, and she was scared she was going to lose her job. She ends up losing her job because she's bringing it into existence by her thoughts and her feelings, her fears. So she gets fired, and then she says some guy, it was from that guy's fault. So she started hating that guy, and she's starting to learn the laws. So she tells Florence, so don't hate this man, change it. And she ends up going into the silence, like at the end of the day for a couple of hours. I don't know if it's the end of the day, but I know she went into the silence for a couple of hours, and she sent love to this man. Okay, she sent love to him. She says, she wrote, oh God, she said, quote, I soon came into a very deep silence. I seemed to be at peace with myself, with the man, and with the whole world. I continued this for two following nights, and on the third day I found I was completely healed of the skin disease. In asking for love or goodwill, she fulfilled the law. For love is the fulfilling of the law, and the disease which came from the subconscious mind was wiped out. Because the law is love. There's a quote that I read from one of my books that is just quote books. It's only on Kindle. It doesn't have a hardcover or a paperback, because I wanted one. I checked, and it said this on love. Love is the essence of God, and it is just like Thomas Troward said. It's like we find these quotes of wisdom, and they resonate, and you see them everywhere. Like it's not a lie. It resonates. You see it, and you feel it. And it's not only seen in nature. It's not only seen in science. It's also seen in the metaphysics and in religion. You start seeing there's like so much knowledge out there that we begin to read. We begin to see the commonalities. Not say you get anything you want as well. Your knowledge. You want money? Learn about money. You read so many books. You're like, oh, I'm starting to see the patterns. They're all talking about investing. Oh, they're all talking about saving. They're all talking about living within your means. And you start seeing the commonalities, and you just do it. Same with health. Like, oh, I'm starting to see the commonalities here. Just drink water. We're not supposed to be drinking soda, candies, and things like that. Like, we're human beings. We're supposed to be eating like protein and vegetables and stuff like that. Our body needs protein because our bodies, that's what we need to create our organs and stuff, not just carbs. Oh, we also need some fat. We need some butter because our hormones are created from fat. Oh shit. Everybody's saying that we need, like to follow our macros, or at least know what macros we're bringing in. Oh shit. You see what I'm saying? Same with the spiritual laws. Oh, all these masters, the way I said it. Damn, I'm really American, huh? All these masters are saying that there's a subconscious mind and that there's a superconscious mind or a universal mind. I like to call it the universal mind. I'm gonna start reading into the superconscious mind. I know the Bhagavad Gita talks about it a lot, but you need to know this stuff. It's coded. It's like you had to go through like 5 preparatory classes, like for beginners, and then you got to read the Bhagavad Gita. Same with the Bible. Like you need to have like maybe like 1 or 2 classes on analogies, and then you learn it. I think that's now, because back then they knew exactly what the fuck was going on. They knew exactly because that's their vernacular. When you say certain things and like the way the Bible is written, it's the way they spoke, like, God, have faith small as a mustard seed. That means like, have faith, bro. Like, don't be a bitch. Have faith, ask, believing you'll receive. Like, sleep, go into your mother's chamber and sleep, or something like that, right? It's like, before you go to sleep, visualize what you want, bro, and then you'll get it. God will meet you with it, And some of the stuff are just literal, like, your words will return to you unvoid. That's in the Bible. Don't quote me, but I think that's in there. And I'm gonna leave you with another Bible verse, which is it's a universal law. As within, so the without. As the within, as so the without. That is not from the Bible. That is from the Emerald Tablets. That's from Thoth. Okay, that's from Thoth. I'm not too knowledgeable about Thoth, but I presume he's an alien. He came from like a different dimension or outer space. But he came in with a lot of knowledge that's still with us today. It's this knowledge. And Jesus knew the knowledge. He got the knowledge. And the one in the Bible talks about that the Jewish people have in the Torah is the as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, in subconscious mind, because the heart or the solar plexus is the subconscious mind, and the feeling center. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Whatever you think and feel of yourself in your mind, okay, in your mind, and then you see it and feel it, it will manifest. Just like Florence is talking about, whatever you say, if it's good or bad, it's gonna manifest. Especially if it's bad, you're gonna manifest negativity into your life, because she calls it a boomerang. I call it the law of cause and effect. Whenever there's an action, there's a reaction. Whatever you say, there's a reaction to it. Not always immediately. Sometimes not always immediately. Okay, that's why sometimes your manifestations are not coming because you haven't impressed it fully. Maybe you got a little bit of what you wanted, but not fully. So you got to keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. And yeah, okay. So here in today's stories, she's talking about your word and how powerful your word is. You creating your own laws, okay? But so you understand this by learning the spiritual laws, okay? Spiritual laws. The law is love. So if you're in love, if you have love for everything, everything's gonna be coming for you, and your own, for your benefit, okay? And illness, don't talk about it. And if you're holding resentment and things like that, you gotta change it. You gotta create an affirmation for love for everybody. And so this lady, I don't know what she is. She's most likely said affirmations, stay quiet, and just like maybe just said, I love this man. I do not hate this man. I do not hate anybody. I love everybody. In the silence. So she connected with love. And the universe is love. Okay? The universe is in everyone and everything. And so I want to end with this. You know, in this chapter, she leaves us with an amazing quote, and I want to share with you. There's one for non-resistance, and there's one for peace on earth. I'm gonna share both of them. Okay, so this is the one for non-resistance. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which spitefully use you and persecute you. Why? This is the law of non-resistance. This is going back to the center and to love. Okay, this is what the girl who had the skin disease and got fired from her job and hated the man because she was blaming the man, which was her own doing. She was not blessing her enemies, not blessing, those that hate you. Yeah, it happens in the outside, but you don't curse them. You bless them, and then you go in and you change the story. Maybe you're not getting along with friends, family, your coworkers, so you change the story, write it out, or even in your notes, in your mind, in your phone notes, start writing it and say, write what you want. I have a loving relationship with my coworkers, or I have a loving relationship with my family and my friends, and we all get along. We bring each other up. Maybe they're bringing you down, so we bring each other up. We live in harmony. And last one is quote for peace on earth. And I'm gonna just quote the entire thing that she says here. Okay, it's her explanation and the quote. I'm gonna say inner quote when it's quoting in the quote. Okay, quote: goodwill produces great aura of protection about the one who sends it, and no weapon that is formed against him shall prosper. In other words, love and goodwill destroy the enemies within oneself. Therefore, one has no enemies on the external. There is peace on earth for him who sends goodwill to man. Okay, so that's the quote. Okay, quote, that's the inner quote. There is peace on earth for him who sends goodwill to man. Why? Because you destroy the enemies within yourself. Hatred, fear, all that stuff. So you bless them. I bless my enemy. I bless that person who just cussed me out or did whatever. Most of the time, I do sales, so most of the time somebody cusses me out. I do telemarketing sometimes. And cuss me out. So I'm just, all right, you have a good day. God bless. I'm resistant, okay? So I hope you like this one. This one's very, very powerful. It spoke about a lot of laws through stories that she shared. So you're creating your own laws with your tongue and with whatever you're affirming. Change your laws, change your affirmations, change your beliefs. Okay. I want to share this way of manifesting because this thing manifested really good for me. All right. So you can also visualize, okay? You can also visualize. So we're going to do both a visualization process, but we're going to do also feeling it, okay? Feeling it. Take a deep breath. You are always in touch with the universal mind. But what we are doing here is going into our workshop, or on the spiritual plane, okay? Our creative workshop in the spiritual plane. Take a deep breath as your eyes are closed. That way, circumstance has now disappeared and you are within. Now, be at the place where you will be now that your primary goal is manifested, okay? Or see the thing when your primary goal is already manifested, right? How does it feel now that you have it? How do you feel now that you have it? And now you can do another one if you like, or do the same one. How do you feel now that you have that? Or how do you feel now that you have your dream, your goal? How do you have it? How do you feel that now that you have it? Okay. Now sit in that feeling. Sit in it. All right. I hope you like this one. If you feel like liking the video, like it. If you feel like commenting, comment. And if you feel like subscribing, subscribe. All right. If somebody came to mind, share it with them. It may be that it needs to be shared with them. Okay. Follow your intuition. If they came to mind, share it with them. Okay. I love you. Until next time, peace and happy manifesting. I see you with everything that you desire. It's already yours and it's already manifested.